Hi everyone, it's Sierra. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you how I handmade an oracle card using basic materials and also repurpose some playing cards from an old deck that I have lying around the house for a few years now. I wanted to create an oracle deck about the theme of my work, authentic self-expression. And this deck will be something that I could use every day at home and at my workshops. For anyone that doesn't know me yet, I am an artist and meditation teacher in Auckland, New Zealand. I host regular mindfulness sessions here in Auckland, usually with mindfulness tea ceremony and art journaling practice. So let's get started. This is the cards that I'm talking about that I want to repurpose. I think they're coated with plastic. So therefore, we do need to make sure that we glue them nicely. Otherwise, they might peel off. So I wanted to glue this card onto this paper here. Accidentally pull out a lot of glue here. I think I can use this amount of glue for like 4 or 5 cards at the same time. There's something I want to share. We tend to think that we need to have an image of sorts or like clear idea in our mind before we can download it, channeling it into an actual thing. In fact, we don't have to. Quite often, images will grow, idea will grow when we actually interacting with the material, when we allow ourselves to be present, to see what is happening, what is coming through. At the beginning of any creating process, any creative process, we do not have to know where exactly we are going. So you can see I wait for them to dry and then cut out the card. And that is how I prepare the front of the old blank card to be able to repurpose and add more images and draw on top of it. I also make sure that I glue all the edges as well, just so they are more durable. So there we go. Now we can start. I'm just laying out the few magazines and a few paint pages that I have prepared beforehand. So so you can see here all of these pages here that are from my old books that I do not use anymore. So I just rip off the pages and use acrylic paints to paint over them. I actually painted a lot of them and then just left them dry for like 20 to 30 minutes. Anyway, then these are also the alphabet stamps that I'm using for the title of my course as well. And then I use glue, just really basic stuff. So in magazine like this, like for example, this one, like the back of a human, that would be a good one to use. And sometimes I also look for just get like eyes or lips or ears, like body parts to demonstrate something in my oracle deck as well. Or like just purely just color or texture. Black and white images also really fun to use because you can even like draw on top of them with highlighter or crayon. So I want to make an oracle deck, oracle card that have a title of Deep Listening. Let's see what I can make from these tools. I might not need to use them all. I might just need to use one because the card is quite small. So I don't want to use too many images. I just want one main object and then the background and the title. Really simple. From the image that I got from a magazine before, I wanted to use some similar color. So my card has kind of like a clear tone of color. So therefore, I get some of the orange, yellow bits and then green. Not sure if I'm gonna use this one. Maybe I will use some of the green at the bottom. So that is another tip for you to create something that have a clear tone. Just look at the image that you cut out from magazine, and then you can pick a similar tone or the color that, combine well with that image. And then we go from there. We can always chop and change. We can always shifting things around. And for the composition, it's just about laying them out, changing them around to be able to find, something that you are happy with. When I usually doing my mindfulness art journaling, I'm in my own world, and this practice really helped me to embrace my emotions. Sometimes my emotions can be really strong, and it's so difficult many times to be able to regulate it. Like I can sit with it in my meditation practice to acknowledge my emotion, but to be able to regulate my emotion. Making art, being creative is a beautiful way for me to channel whatever that I'm experiencing inside, express them out. I have been doing collages and art journaling for a long time before I'm actually bringing this practice into many of my mindfulness workshops. So in our workshops, I usually facilitate a whole group. We start with a mindfulness tea ceremony. We are sharing some bowls of tea in silence. And then we going into mindfulness practice of art journaling, making art together. And I really believe that everybody is an artist. We just express ourselves, our creativity in a different way. But some people is cooking. Some other will be organizing things around the house, making things look nice and neat and pretty. Some other will be in fashion. Some other will be in writing, in music, or in art like what I'm doing. So there's no boundary in creativity, and it exists in every single aspect of our life. And when we are doing the practice of mindfulness and art, what's more important is being present in our body, purely experiencing what it is that's happening inside of us and around us. Feel the connection within and without, with ourselves and with the world we are living in. That is more important than having to create something meaningful or pretty or whatever that is that we want. Things that comes out pretty, beautiful, meaningful are more like a byproduct of the process of deep connection, deep listening, not just with our sense of hearing, but with our whole being. So this is my oracle card without the title yet. I'm pretty happy with it. And I wanted to just create some simple pattern within some of the empty spaces of this creation as well. Nothing fancy, just some simple line. I pretty much just follow the line of the cutout, the part that I tear out from the from my painted book pages. There we go. I'm not sure if you can see it clearly, but I wanted to also add a little bit more green at the top to balance it out. I just think that it looks slightly bit better in terms of composition. like that, or that. I think I prefer the other way. There we go. I really like cute little stuff, so cute little card work with me really well. And then I'm using this white pen here to create some patterns inside that green bits that I just added on to this card. Let's see how it turned out. I really like details. My art are mainly line arts these days, and I love detail line arts. Really satisfying, such a meditative practice. And then now is the time to stamp some title. This is also my favorite. It's so much fun. I got this alphabet stamp from a shop here in Auckland. It's just a small one. It's quite cheap. $15, I think. But it's worked really well. And this is all I need. I don't really need a bigger one. So the title that I'm making is Deep Listening. Just picking out some of the words before I started to stamp them into paper. I have tried to just write the title straight onto the card before, so I used to try making slightly bigger card and leave a blank space underneath to write. But I found this a lot easier when I stamp or write the word onto another piece of paper, cut them out so they can, if I make some mistake, I can redo and then glue them in rather than write straight on the card. Because the last time I didn't have enough space for all the letter. So that was the final step of hand making an oracle card. It was so simple, isn't it? I want to show you, these are all the cards that I have made. Close up, just for you to see all of the different cards that I make. This is the first one that I make actually, Light Wanderlust. It was so random. I didn't even have a concept or idea of what should I put down. I just purely trust the process to remind myself of traveling through life lightly. Look into nature. There's so much thing that we can learn from nature. And then this one, Radiate Joy. Again, I just glue in a chandelier. And then I was like, oh, chandelier. Symbolize light, radiating something. And then I was like, okay, radiate joy. This one, also simple, be grounded. The color really helped me to choose a title. It's grounding. And then this is the one that we just created, Deep Listening. Connecting with ourselves and with the world around us. Be present. So that was my process of handmade my little oracle cards. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching.